There's a very special event in the city of Imperial. It's the second annual Autism Awareness Fair. And it takes place in the city of Imperial, with the city of Imperial obviously playing a big part, as well as ASIC, which is Autism Support of Imperial County. And with us in the studio today, we have the president of Autism Support of Imperial County, James Gonzalez, and from the city of El Centro, we have Tony Lopez, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what's going on. Okay, we'll start out with you, James, since you're the jefe, right? Okay. Autism Support of Imperial County, the city of Imperial partnering on this program. What's the significance?
The significance is huge. I mean, for the city of Imperial to reach out to us and put this together was, one, it's an honor, but to be able to do something of this scale, to have service providers out there to be able to talk one-to-one with parents of special need children that have services through San Diego Regional Center, it's just huge, as well as it just being a fun, interactive event with all the activities that Imperial is providing out there for all the children and all the family. It's just going to be great. Okay, and Tony, the city of Imperial, I know, again, you've gotten behind this, very, very active in what you're doing for the community, not just in this event, but many other events. So what's going on Saturday? What are you guys up to?
So good morning, everyone. So like James said, this is one of the events that we wanted to bring on an annual basis to the city of Imperial. We feel like it's very important to raise awareness for these types of things, and we're honored to be a partner in this event with Autism Support of Imperial County. But what's going on Saturday? We have a lot of family fun going on for Saturday at Eager Park in the city of Imperial from 12 to 5. We have dunk tanks, we have jumpers, we have the splash pad will be on. We are currently installing new cornhole sets that we'll be having on display for Saturday, as well as all the informational vendors that we have. We're going to have food available. Some of our food vendors are also donating some of their resources for the event. And it's just going to be an all-inclusive for everyone to enjoy event at Eager Park this Saturday from 12 to 5.
Okay, now coming back to you, James, from experience, you're dealing with families, you're dealing with children, and not so young children with special needs. That has to create, well, you have to be careful in what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's the city of Imperial has been great about making sure that we have decompression areas at the facility. We have two, right, Tony? Two decompression areas for individuals with autism that get overstimulated. Those decompression areas will be away from the music, away from a lot of the noise. And so that way, those individuals on the spectrum, and even those individuals not on the spectrum that need to decompress, will have an ability to decompress and be able to enjoy the time that they're there at the event.
Okay, you mentioned there'll be a lot of information and information about resources that are available, and to a family that is struggling with this alone, take advantage of the resources.
Yeah, first of all, we'll have ourselves out there, as well as a booth from San Diego Regional Center. So if they have questions about services or anything else like that, we're going to have a lot of people out there, as well as providers through San Diego Regional Center, meaning that these are services that families with individuals that are clients of San Diego Regional Center can attain. And so if they have questions directly through those vendors, they can ask them direct.
There are resources available. I think that's important that people know. And sometimes you need guidance in which buttons to push. And I know my daughter has a lot of help with my grandson's IEP and getting the help that he is required to have. And the family can get the help on this.
Yeah, that's in regards to just parent support. That's what ASIC is all about. We're parents that, help educate and help parents know what's out there. We're a nonprofit organization. All of us are volunteers, and we just want to help our community in the best way possible. And it's one of those things that this event just helps magnify the ability that we can do, that our vendors can do through San Diego Regional Center, what San Diego Regional Center itself does. And we're completely and utterly grateful to what the City of Imperial has allowed us to do.
Well, it's Autism Awareness Month, and a lot of the government agencies and other private concerns have gotten on board with this. I know the El Centro Police Department has reissued their Autism Awareness patch. And the City of Brawley, City of El Centro recognized autism awareness. I know the county has, the various city governments, Imperial, that have recognized autism awareness. And, one of the things, it's not a disease.
No. It's
and the more people, as sometimes are called normies, learn about the situation, the better it is.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps that people are aware of autism as a condition. When I'll just really quick, the only thing I knew about autism when I was growing up as a kid is the NFL commercials that would come out with Doug Flutie's son, and that's it. Nothing more, no description.
Right.
And so forth. So the fact that these events are happening across the nation is bringing that information out there. So.
Okay. And Tony, the City of Imperial, I know, fully involved in this. Did I hear somebody mention a dunk tank?
Yes, so we'll be having a dunk tank.
Can I suggest a few targets for the dunk tank?
Yeah, so just to highlight a few very briefly, our Mayor Pro Tem, Robert Amparano, will be one of the call it victims on the dunk tank on the hot seat. James will also be there being dunked, and a few others. Mr. George Marquez, District Attorney, just to name a few. So come on down, dunk your local officials to show support. It is to raise funds for awareness and to go towards the nonprofit. So it's for a good cause. We also have our Imperial Police Department going to be there on display, as well as Imperial County Fire. Sparky, the mascot for the fire department, will be there, and a few other costumed individuals for our scavenger hunt. So there's just going to be a lot of family fun. We encourage everybody, not only from the City of Imperial, but from all over the Imperial County, to come in and join us this Saturday at Eager Park.
Well, it's not just a City of Imperial event. It is a county-wide event. And it is not just for those that are experiencing autism in the family. It is for anybody. And I think that's the important part, so that you can become more aware of autism.
Absolutely. This, like you said, this event is to raise awareness, but it's for everyone. It's to bring everybody together in one location to kind of just hang out. And come enjoy the things that the Autism Support of Imperial County and the City of Imperial have partnered in on and brought to you guys, to kind of give you like a little bit of an event to do on Saturday. It's going to be fun for everybody.
Okay, and again, it is Saturday at Agar Park in Imperial. And what are the hours?
12 to 5.
Okay, you want to reinforce that since you both tried to answer at the same time?
we both were coming at the mic at the same time. So yeah, it's at Eager Park from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Live music all day long. And like you were saying, Carol, it's one of those things. It's for everybody. San Diego Regional Center services are not just for individuals with autism. It's for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So all those service providers out there don't just do services for autistic people. It's for anybody who has or is a client of San Diego Regional Center.
And we should point out that I don't think there's a family anywhere that isn't affected in some way or another by the intellectual disabilities, by a genetic issue or autism or any of the other issues. And this would be a great place to get some support.
Yes, it's definitely a great opportunity to ask a lot of questions that parents have from the service providers and everything else. And like you said, it's everybody knows someone, and it's one of our slogans. Somebody with autism, and that's either directly or indirectly. You either know somebody. I mean, Carol, yourself, you've known me since I was a kid, and now my son has autism. Your grandson, you mentioned earlier. And so it's one of these things that we just want to make, everybody aware that this is out there and it's for everybody, like Tony said.
Okay. And one of the things that benefits families is when they interact with other families and share experiences that show, well, we're not unique. It's these other people are, we've had to face that as well. Here's what we tried, and here's what worked, or here's what didn't work for us. Why don't you give it a try? Just the opening up and sharing experience among a family or among parents is very beneficial.
Yeah, and that's, the whole point of ASIC is, again, we're a parent support group, and that's, talking amongst parents, saying, parents that have experienced something like you just mentioned can relay that to new parents, or, parents going through any different number of things, even for our teenagers.
Yes.
So it doesn't stop there. When our children become adults, they're still our children, no matter at what age they are. And so it's one of those things we want to make sure we can maintain services for them throughout their entire life. And that's one of the things that's going to be out there. It's not just the service providers that'll be out there aren't just for our small kids, for teenagers, and for our adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Okay, this is Saturday, the Autism Support of Imperial County, the City of Imperial, presenting the second annual Autism Awareness Fair at Agar Park, and it's from noon till 5, and we will see you there?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, you will see us both there.
And you'll both be working, I know.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the visit with Tony Lopez, with James Gonzalez, and the City of Imperial, and Autism Support of Imperial County.